What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, coming at you with another silver breakdown guide, and this time we are going to one of the somewhat undiscovered best grind spots in the game that I think most people have not quite caught on to how good this spot can be, and it's actually not too bad to grind itself. So what we're going to be grinding today is known as the Grass Beetles area, and this is just outside the Olvia spots here if you're not familiar with it, in this zone right here. So yeah, you've got a couple different bins of these beetles here. I'm going to kind of zip through a little bit and show you the rotation that I ran for the 20 hours that we did, just so you kind of get an idea for it. So if you look on the mini map, you can see how you can see all the beetles in this zone here. So what you want to do is kind of work through this area and then click your left mouse button, or sometimes you can click your right mouse button, or maybe even use a skill or two, and just kind of hit the grass beetles, you know, like that. So yeah, you kind of do that a little bit from time to time and hit them. And then as you work your way through, you just clear this area out. This can be a little bit intense to get all the way through, so it's likely that you probably don't need to. But if you are a little bit higher in AP, you can always jump over to another bin, like right over here, and there'll be some more beetles in this area here. You do lose a little bit of time jumping to another area there, but like I said, if you're probably 269 or maybe 272 AP, you might be over clearing the first bin just a little bit, so that's helpful to know. At any rate, now because they are so dense, I do have a set of tier 4 pets that definitely helped out with the loot for that, because like I said, it's a pretty dense zone, so you'll probably be burning through them pretty quickly and dropping a whole lot of loot. The other thing to mention as far as AP requirements, the game recommends to have 5 AP here. I did do it with 70. My general recommendation, instead of 5 AP, I think that's a little bit of an underestimate. The beetles can be kind of tough. I'd probably recommend using about 6 AP minimum for this area, at least to be efficient. You could probably get by on 5 or 4, but I think if you want to really pull some decent money numbers from it, then I would get at least 6 AP to kind of run the area from there. Now, next up, the best part, let's go ahead and jump into what we got after 20 hours. We'll cover the basics. I did have Kama Blessing running throughout all 20 hours that I grinded, as I always do. I do have all tier 4 pets finally, so those definitely took an effect to it as well. My ecology still at 7%, haven't done any of that, so my drop rate there is completely unchanged, and this is one of the first times I did do a grind zone without actually increasing my node at all. The affiliated node is the Olvia town, so if you do want to level up that node, you do have that option. You might get a little bit more drop rate than what I was getting as far as my results. But let me go ahead and pull up the spreadsheet and let's take a look at how we did 20 hours at the grass beetles here. Okay, so first thing, and probably the most important stat that I want to point out from this after 20 hours was you can take a look here and see how many shots I had. This was vodka shots until I emptied the bottle right around hour 13, and after that I switched to some American honey whiskey throughout the rest. So overall I maintained about a little over 2 shots per hour. This was mostly due to just keeping my sanity for the zone in itself, just because, as you know, it's a very, very difficult area to grind efficiently, so I wanted to make sure I kept myself lucid enough to maintain it. I didn't get any Asula drops for that, no black magic crystals, no Caphras, but I think I was pretty close to getting one time. No duster stones. The weirdest part was the trash loot that I got exactly the same every hour. I got 69 trash loot on the nose every single hour that I was grinding there, so that was kind of interesting to see. And then the last stat we look at, I did not get laid throughout all 20 hours of this grind. That actually is that's actually pretty common. I found a trend throughout all of my 20-hour grind videos, is that during the process of doing those, I'm not getting laid while doing them. So there was 0 sex throughout that entire segment. So if that's what you're looking for, that's not the zone to grind. You should probably grind not BDO instead of playing video games, if that's what you're looking for. So overall, after that, the full 20 hours, I would say, it's not too bad a spot. I ended up averaging over 9,000, so that wasn't so bad there. I would have preferred maybe a hand job or 2 throughout the process, but you take what you can get and you just go from there. I did manage to stay drunk for a lot of it, so that was fine. I can't complain too much about that. My overall rating for this place, it's probably top tier. It's right up there with Akhman Histria, if not better. I don't know of any other places that you can get a total of over 9,000. So that's something to take into consideration. As far as XP, it's probably about double what you get at Nagas or Fogans, right around double, possibly triple. There, to be honest with you, I don't really log the XP too much, especially since I was grinding this on an alt, so I wasn't super interested in what the XP rates there were. But it's noticeably around double what Nagas would give you, right around there. Fogans might be It might be triple Nagas. You know what? Test it out for yourself and let you know. Let me know in the comments what you guys are pulling XP there, since I don't log the XP when I am doing these videos. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you have any questions about the spot or, you know, any suggestions for maybe a better rotation, you know, for there, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, share with your friends in case you want to show them one of the secret spots. The biggest thing about this place, man, you can see here, there's nobody else grinding this area right now, and it was kind of this way altogether, completely undisturbed, so I could just kind of go in and, no, I didn't have to duel for spot or anything like that, not a single time throughout all 20 hours. So that was probably one of the bigger advantages to getting this grind area in. Overall, is definitely not much competition, and that's mostly just due to it being such a secret. You know, people really don't know about this zone. Everybody's all about the ones that are, you know, really high-end listed here. When you see that 5 AP requirement, you know, they're just like, oh, this zone's garbage, and it turns out it's actually the best in the game. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you are new to the channel and you didn't get it, this is an April Fool's joke, just so you know, in case you didn't get it. If there's a comment that ends up at the bottom where somebody like didn't get that this is a joke, I'm kind of expecting it, but it'll also still be hilarious. But be sure to subscribe to the channel if you do want to catch real guides. We do 20-hour grind videos almost every week when I can fit it in. Actual 20-hour breakdowns and what silver breakdowns we get at real spots, patch note recap videos. I will also do live streams enhancing on the weekend, 7 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. So if you want to check that out, the link to my Twitch page is in the description below, so you can jump on over there and drop a follow if you want to catch us playing live. And I don't know, maybe if we get enough recommendations, we'll do some live streaming of grass beetles and show you guys how it's done. That's going to be it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. It's an April Fool's joke, guys. Like, April 1st, it's April Fool's. It's not a real video. Don't take it seriously. It's not a serious video. Also, why would you stare at that picture for 2 full minutes before closing this video? If it was because you're expecting something different to be at the very end, you're very wrong. Stop watching. Close the video. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.